Howdy folks, welcome back to Space Engineers. Been pretty busy since I left you in episode 4. Been grinding away and got quite a bit done. So I'm going to give you a quick tour, and then the plan is to go asteroid hunting. I'm going to try out some radio spectrometry. Spectrometry? Not actually sure how to pronounce that. I have to look up the mod name. Basically we can scan and then hopefully track down the asteroids we need. So we'll see how that works. But before we do that, let's hop in here. And as you can see, I'm breathing. So that's cool. Breathing's good. I've got the base airtight. It's not completely built. There's still some trim and stuff around the outside that needs done. But it is airtight. We've got oxygen going. And you can see I've got my water recycler in the back there. Got my crop grower, which is turned off right now because I don't have any seeds. I need to track down some seeds. And I think the only place they appear is the hidden signals by default, which I've got turned off right now, just because I wanted this moon to be kind of quiet, other than the encounter stuff. But we'll get some seeds, hopefully, eventually, and we can grow some various crops. Of course, I got the food resequencer, and that is making our synth food. We've got plenty of food and water. Over here, I'll throw that in here. Shuffle some stuff around. And then I've got some event controllers set up. I had these running the drill. I'll show you that when I'm outside, but I've drilled out a lot. It's kind of hard to see from here. Went through a lot of stone, and that worked out pretty well. Just basically made the drill sweep back and forth on a rotor. Then another one would extend the piston out. Then I'd manually reset it towards the end. Yeah, we got this all built up. Got our survival kit and everything going. And the solar array. So let's go check out the ship. Done some work on that. And I'm basically out of resources. Let's just take a quick look here. Let me get this organized. Go small. Just get everything put in the large cargo container. Go. So that's basically what we've got. Now we do have 10,000 iron, but that doesn't go very quick when you're building a lot of stuff. So we need to go out and we need to find some various things. You can see I made a data pad here called To Do. We need some gold. Of course, we need more iron and cobalt and magnesium. And we also need platinum. And from there, we're going to build a good ship. Now, I've retrofitted the existing spawn ship a little bit. That on. This rotary airlock kind of confuses the smart survival suit a bit. See, it just turned itself on and off again. Or off and on. So, as you can see, I've expanded this a bit. I moved the foot back. I've got a connector on it. It's been docked to the base for, I'm not sure, maybe three in-game days, something like that. The batteries are getting a pretty good charge on them. And I had just enough stuff make one more down thruster, and we could just hover. I'm not sure how we're going to do when we come back full of ore. It might be exciting. But yeah. So I broke down the drill. I'm going to redo it at some point, but you can see here all the stone I've dug out just to make this a little bit here. We need some yield modules on here to really take advantage of the stone. But we need more exotic ores. Just more iron in general. Do much of anything. Do have one little turret up here, and I had enough magnesium that I got from an asteroid on the way over here. Made a little bit of ammo for it. So we've got one little turret, that's it. Hopefully the base will be okay. But what I want to do, like I said, is radio spectrometry? I'm probably not saying that right. It's in the mods list, which is in the video description. You can check that out. Heal back up. Yeah, so if I go to first person view here, you can see we've got this scanning output. I'm not sure how it'll work with the stretched display. We'll see. We got our ore detector. I think I moved it so it got renamed. Let's just rename it ore detector. There we go. So we'll turn it off. Don't need it scanning right this second. Let's get that put back on here. Go. So this will let us scan for asteroids once we're up away from the moon. But I'm not 100% sure exactly how it works, other than I know you need the 3 like signals to line up for each ore. But we're gonna figure that out, hopefully, and be able to find some ores. So let's head out. I got a bunch of food. The batteries are fairly well charged. So let's go. We got our thrusters on. Gyro is on. Let's go ahead and unlock. And I put down a GPS marker so we can find our way back. Oh, the other thing I forgot to show off is the ice dump there. I was getting so much ice getting through to the stone that I had to purge a bunch of it. So I've got a conveyor sorter down there and then a connector just to dump out some ice. So that's why all the ice is laying there. So let's head back into space. We'll see how that goes. I'm going to go ahead and turn off my front thrusters. Then once I'm up and away, we're going to try out this scanner and see how that does. We have a base over there, actually. Research base. Okay, well in that case, let's just head off to the north, maybe? North-ish? And we'll see how we do. This is going to take a while, so I'm going to put a cut in here. And I'll see you when we get out. That wasn't too bad. I've escaped planetary gravity. You can see it's 0 now. So let's come to a stop. And then I'm going to look down here. I'm going to turn our ore detector on. And this is just a script from the workshop. You'll see it's called radio spectrometry, something like that. Spectrometry. No asteroid detected. Okay. So, or do we have to like see one visually? Perhaps. About 50 meters a second. And see any immediately around here. There were definitely asteroids on the way in. I'm going to tilt over here. Soak up some of that sun energy. No asteroid, yeah. So I think we have to find one and like hone in on it. So I'll find an asteroid and we'll see about doing some scanning. Alright, I just spotted something out in the distance. Pointed the ore detector at it, well, I pointed the ship at it, and it says scanning now. So it looks like maybe it's scrolling through the different ores. So we got 3 peaks. That pointed right at it. I need a little better screen for this, but this is the screen I had. So I don't see anything yet that lines up. We should eventually... If we had a more square screen, I think we would see all the different ores. So that's pretty cool. Oh, there's one that just popped in. Now, yeah, now we're getting lots of asteroids. So let's go ahead and slow down. So you point at it, it'll say scanning, and it's going to get peaks. I might have been better off building a different screen for this. I'm not sure it's going to show me all the ores. I don't know where I'd put a bigger screen. I'd have to redo something. That's pretty cool, but I'm not sure if it's going to be useful without a Better screen. So it shows you like the leaders. I guess that's the size, mass of the asteroid. It's cool. Scanning. Oh, that's got all kinds of peaks. Wonder if that means it's got more stuff in it. That little guy out there. It might be interesting. One's got peaks all over the place. Alright, well, let's go to this one. Aim off just to the side. I'm gonna go to this one and check it out. And if nothing else, I can get some stone and I can make an LCD screen. I didn't bring any stuff with me. Got just a handful of stuff here. I can make an LCD screen. Maybe on the outside, I can make a transparent LCD, possibly. We'll do it on the old sun power here. Sun's going down. Strike Claw Fighter. Oh, great. That's what I need, is a space battle and an unarmed ship. Yeah, this ship is kind of crappy. I need to build a better one. It's also being large grid. It's hard to put stuff on because everything's so huge. It takes so many resources. Yeah, we've got all kinds of asteroids out here, so I just need to get a better screen, I think. And then we'd actually be able to tell what's in each asteroid, which is pretty cool. I like it. Save some guesswork. Maybe a massive asteroid. I thought we were getting close. So I think that, right above the ship, I think that's the planet that I fixed. The one that had the... was too small and it had a moon of itself. That might be where we head once we build a decent ship. Hey, he's coming this way. That's not great. Get over here and hide in this asteroid, maybe. Go away. Don't need to get blown up right now. There we go. Now we're starting to get close. This is a big one. Hey, we've got some platinum. Excellent. Platinum and cobalt. That'll do. So, like, this is a big grid, or a large grid ship, so I didn't want to put an antenna on it, because they're so huge. I don't have an antenna, so once they get out of the ship, I'm not going to be able to tell where this stuff is. So, let's get kind of close here. Might be right inside there. Whee! I need better thrusters. Oh, there's a platinum patch. Do you believe? Right, turn that off to save power. Hopefully that guy stays away. Forgot we don't have gravity. I gotta use my magnetic boots. Alright. Coming on. Get back on. Got some platinum. Excellent. Is it right here at the surface? It is. All right, cool. Got plenty of that, so let's just get rid of that stuff. Should have dumped some of my food in the ship, too. I grabbed a bunch of food and water in case we had to be out here a while. Yeah, we're getting plenty of platinum. Somebody in the comments suggested putting a drill on the ship, but again, it's large grid. It's awkward. I'd have to build a lot to the ship, ductwork and everything. So. It was enough, I think, just to put a connector on it. So the plan is to hand drill, and then we'll go back and build a proper ship. So I'm going to gather up platinum and cobalt. You probably don't want to sit here and watch me hand drill. But I'll get some of that, and the game will freeze a little bit. That's okay. And then we'll move on to the next asteroid. So I'll see you in a bit. Alrighty, I got some platinum and some cobalt. And I got a transparent LCD out on the front here, and it is radio spectrometry. Spectrometry, there we go. I don't know why that's so hard for me to say, but it is. So we just come in here, we pick that script, and bada bing, bada boom. And let's see if we can just... Oh boy, it's a little hard to read, but because of the connector and stuff, I had to build it out there. Ship's a little bit of a mess. Alright, let's turn that off. I think I can make that work. If nothing else, I can nose up against the window to see better. Right, let's back away. I've lost my sun. It's back behind the moon. Let's just back away here. And there were a lot of other asteroids around. Just need to find one. What's that? It's a hole. Yeah, it was a lot easier to see earlier. We had some sun. It's gone behind the moon. Oh, there's one down there. Down this way? Alright, let's hone in on this guy. Let's get our detector back on. Point at that. And then I see we've got spikes for... For what? Kind of looks like silver? Yeah, we got some silver over there. Which we already have, so I don't worry too much. Alright. There were closer ones, but let's go look at this one. And that looks like we've already solid hit on some iron, so let's go for that one. And we'll aim it a little off to the side just so we don't slam into the asteroid. That's pretty cool. That will definitely be handy when I build a ship where we can have the LCD up close, or a proper cockpit. So basically, if you didn't see that, let's just turn this back on. So you can see each of the ores listed has spike ranges. So you need the three spikes to line up. So if you see the second ore down there, it might be hard to see on YouTube, is iron, and we've got spikes that line up with that. So I think there's iron in that asteroid. Let's go have a look. Well, it is indeed iron, and there's some gold as well in here. So I found an iron pocket. Go ahead and grab some iron. Oh yeah, this will help building. Chewing through that stone. Okay to get started, but it takes a lot of resources. Got my ship a little closer, couldn't I? It's hard to get some perspective sometimes up next to one of these asteroids. It's like, just how big is this thing? A lot of activity out here in space, but hopefully they'll leave me alone. Somebody in a comment mentioned Reavers. I don't have the Reavers mod. Not really interested in that much warfare. More about the crafting and the engineering. But I do like having the encounters. Flight and bases and stuff. Keep you on your toes a little bit. But they're not just like out to instantly kill you like the Reavers are. It could be interesting, you know, if I wanted to go that route, but for this series, it's more about exploring. Got some new planets to explore and great engineering solutions with the new automatons type stuff. So that's what this series is all about. And hopefully we'll be able to do some cool building. Got to turn to get some of these resources gathered up. So I want to make a few trips. I'm going to get a bunch of iron and a little bit of gold. And what else did we need? Gold, iron, cobalt. Magnesium was the other thing for our ammo. We're not hurting too bad for that. We found everything else we needed. So I'll probably just gather up some iron, some gold, and then head back. And next episode, hopefully we'll be working on a cool ship. I'll see you in a bit. Alright, we got a full load. Let's see if we can make it back home without exploding. That should be fun. Bring this up. I did mark those asteroids that we found. Turn on the moon base here. It's 42 kilometers out. Not too awful far. Where you at, moon base? There you are. Alright, homeward bound. I'll see you for the re-entry. Hopefully it's not too spectacular. I want a nice, boring re-entry. Alright, I don't think we're in the... Yeah, we're not in the gravity well yet, but I'm starting to chicken out a little bit, so I'm going to slow down. But we do not have much thruster power when we get close. So let's go ahead and slow down to about 50 meters a second. And bring her on in. We're so up on 10 kilometers out. I forgot to look and see what distance the gravity kicked in. We're getting somewhat close. Picking up a nice charge on our way in here. It looks like sunrise is just going to hit the base as we come in, so that's kind of cool. So the plan, I need to get back to base, and I don't want to dock. I don't want this to suck all the ores in. What I want to do is build yield modules for the refinery, and then get those put on, and then refine all the stuff that we just brought back. So I'm going to hand transfer some stuff, get those built. I think I needed platinum and gold maybe for that. I forget exactly, but I went through and wrote down what I needed the other day, so I'd remember. Should be getting into the ground. There we go. It just clicked in. Right as I said that. I was like... So around 8 kilometers-ish. Alright, so if I kick on those... How effective is that at braking? Not terrible. Let's go ahead and slow down to like 30 meters a second, though. Ish. Yeah, because we start falling out of the sky. And he's going to get less effective the closer we get to the ground, what I remember. Because they're fairly weak. And the gravity, I think, was 0.1 down at the surface. Got to put food in there, didn't I? No, we shouldn't starve to death before I get to the surface, I don't think. the alt middle mouse to dump all stuff. It doesn't know about food and dirt, so it always dumps that in when you're dumping off your ore. And I forgot to pick it back up. Just gotta ease on in. Like I said, I don't want to come in and go splat. We are coming in almost upside down though, so I think I will rotate. There's my gravel I dumped out. Fell out of the ship apparently. Oh, right to turn. Okay, I don't think we'll have any trouble falling towards the surface. If there's anything I'm good at in this ship, it's falling towards the surface. Alright, so we're at 0.08, and we're still able to slow down with our two front thrusters, so that's good news. So just going to keep an eye on that speed and just keep falling. I think you could vary the thrust on these like you can hydrogen thrusters, but that's too much work. Don't need a cruise control right now. What I do need is the stuff in my cargo hold, though. I don't want it to go splat. And we're almost to full gravity, and we're still able to decently slow down. So that's good. But I know that first landing was a little hairy. So let's go ahead and get our speed knocked down even more. I forget what the circle means. Somebody could probably tell me in the comments. You get this circle, sometimes it's green. Is that my, like, turret or something? Not sure. Yeah, we're slowing down, like, super easy. Let's just let that speed bleed off. Said, let's let that speed bleed off. Sharp eye. We're coming in a little sharp, but not too bad. Might have to like circle around it. Now it's green. Maybe it's the turret like targeting me. It recognizes I'm friendly. Sure. Let's go ahead and level off with those 3 bottom thrusters. Hopefully slow me down before we hit the ground. Yeah, I think we're good. We're still 500 meters up. Still falling? Definitely still falling. Good. Yeah, it seems like the gravity is stronger down here. Alright, I got the 3 bottoms and the 3 backs. Oh boy. This is gonna hurt. That ore is just too much. We have all thrusters firing. Alright, that's about the best I can do. Oh boy. We're coming in hot. We're coming in hot, boys. Oh boy. Well, maybe some of the ore will survive. And then let the landing gear absorb it. Did it destroy my landing gear? I think it did. Touchdown! Perfect touchdown. Oh yeah. We're good. Will the gyro hold me here? The gyro will not hold me. Okay, will my engines hold me here? Possibly. Okay, we're down. I'm not sure what we need to fix the landing gear. I do have some steel plate in here. Let's see what we can do. And most of the ship survived, I think. I think I have some parts over here. Let's see if we can grab some parts. That wasn't too bad. I mean, I knew it was going to be rough with some ore in it. But that's why we need to build a new ship, right? Okay. It's building the stuff. There we go. Alright, not ideal, but I can get this stuff offloaded. Then I'll be able to bring the ship over. Oh, that was perfect. All you space engineer veterans. Just shaking your head. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, what else did we damage? We took quite a hit in the butt. Does light armor soak it up? Oh, the light armor pretty much soaked it up. Look at that. You're ugly, but you're a pretty tough little ship. I like it. Okay, well, we made it. Let's go ahead and throw that in there. It'll lighten her up a little bit. And then I need to go see... Actually, let's do this. Let's take 1,000 gold, and where's the 1,000 platinum? And I know I'm going to need some of that. Let's see, cobalt, and the best iron. So we could refine that, and I think that'll give me enough to make the yield modules. And this episode's so broken up, I'm not sure where I'm at on time. This might be a little longer episode. Home sweet home. Alright, let's dump all you in there, and then let's get our food back. Okay, if I do, oops, yield module. Yeah, let's do it a different way, then I can see what it takes. So if you go to production, industrial assembler, we can go over here to large blocks. Say, module. We needed gold, and okay, we just needed gold then, so we're good. We are good, and then we got a power efficiency module. Speed module. So let's take a look. It's been a long time since I played Space Engineer. So the assembler will take 2, and that will take 4 on the refinery. So I'm thinking maybe 3 yield and 1 power efficiency on the refinery. Let's go to production and back over to large blocks. We say, give me 1 power efficiency module. 1, 2, 3. 3 of those. Inventory. It is chewing through the gold first, which is what we want. Excellent. So we'll see if that's going to be enough gold. Saying for all that, we need 40. The main thing is going to be iron, though. We're going to need a bunch of iron. So let's go back to inventory. Let's put the iron in second place. That may or may not be enough gold. So let's grab some steel plate, which I think is what we need. And if we come over here to... I just need one spot. That'll work. Let's throw that on my... Use 8 as my, like, work in progress. Oh, did I leave? Oh, okay, good. Sometimes I have to fix things. I'm making sure I didn't have creative mode on. Alright, so we got a speed module. Now I want the yield module. Well, let's do, yeah, 1 speed. And then yield. Dink, dink, and dink. There we go. That's why I left 2 blocks back here, so we had room for all that. Yeah, let me do this different. Be more efficient to do one at a time. Still waiting on stuff. I think the assembler can build everything. We'll see how we do. Waiting on superconductors, looks like. Get the plates put in all these. Just waiting on superconductors. Doing that. Alright, excellent. Cool. And we can always use plates, so we'll go up a few. So then for the, I think for the assembler, we'll do 1 speed. For this, 1 speed and 1 power efficiency. So we're running on solar power here, so I kind of want to be a little bit conservative. Oh, you're out of gold for the superconductors. There. We're gonna need a little bit more gold. All right, to the ship. We parked this thing way over here. That was a good landing. Yeah, any landing you can walk away from, right? Still getting used to the rocket suit here. Alright, we need some gold. I want to refine as much of that as I can with the yield modules in place. Alright, where's my refinery? That gold going. There we go. Just do all the superconductors. So we're going to need 28-ish. Right, that might knock it out. One more superconductor. Am I? Yeah, there we go. Alright, one yield module active. Excellent. Need to steal stuff from here. That done. You in there. You in there. So now we're just waiting on the superconductors. It's gonna be weird getting back to like normal-ish gravity. Might need some more gold. Hope I got enough gold. Not going as far as I thought. For you. Parallax. Alright. A lot of transport ships buzzing around. So far, nobody has come over here and harassed me. It's 2,000 just in case. We're gonna get this. Alright, Mr. Refinery. You through the gold, please. Yeah, I've got a speed module even. Seems a little quicker. I meant to put power efficiency on there, didn't I? Oops. Oh well. We'll do a speed module. I think they all take the same components, so it probably doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and get them put on the back of the assembler. So we were wanting a speed module on that guy. I need steel plate. Don't leave home without it. Alright, so let's get a speed module and a power efficiency. There we go. Come on, jump up. Whee! The low gravity. It's hard to do small jumps. Alright, all successfully withdrawn. That means we should be able to finish these up. Beautiful. Alright, 3 yield. And unfortunately a speed module, but you know. Who's counting? So, in between episodes, I'm going to get the stuff moved over. We'll get that all refined. And we'll be ready to start building a ship. I did go out and I found... Where was it? Oh, I named it War, right. So I did a hover test when I was testing the ship with the new 3rd bottom thruster. And I went out a ways. And there is ore on this moon. Found some silicon and some silicon nickel. So it's probably worth exploring a little bit once we get a proper ship built. just kind of map out the moon a little bit and see what we got. Now, the radio spectrometry only works for asteroids, which is fine. So we will have to explore the moon. But anyway, in the words of Splitsy, all that and much more in the next episode. Thanks as always for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.